This is Max Shears for Pro Boxing Fans. I'd like to join, as always, by Leo Atang. Leo, this one's a bit closer to home this time, is it? It must be nice to be back.
Yeah, definitely. My first one in Yorkshire, so technically like home. I'm excited to put on a good performance for everyone.
Talk to me about the last game of the season for York, because it looked mental. You was in the crowd, wasn't it?
Nah, so what it was, I wasn't actually there, but at the York Stadium, they put it on the screens, and so it was still full out like that. It would still get the atmosphere and stuff, and it went off. And I'm not going to sit here and say I'm a die-hard Yorker and I've been to every game, but obviously I'll watch it when it's on, and that game was something special.
Are you a big football fan?
I am now. I am, yeah, the World Cup's coming, so yeah, I am.
Talk to me about your last performance. I mean, you was out in Nottingham, wasn't it? I mean, just how was the last performance? How do you rate that? Just how did it go?
Yeah, it was good to get the rounds in. I said all week that I wanted the rounds. Maybe the stoppage on the end would have definitely been nice, but there was times where I was too patient, maybe sometimes where I was too desperate, so there's plenty of things, but at the same time it's 6 rounds I can look back on, 6 rounds of footage where I can learn and get better from it, and that's what we've been doing for the last 6-7 weeks.
Definitely. I think something that I definitely don't envy about you and other amateurs that have stood out, a lot of people expect people to turn over and like do everything perfect from the start, but like you say, in professional boxing you need them learning rounds, and you know this, don't you? You need the experience.
I got more from that one fight than any of the last 5 fights before it, because they've been going the first round and then one time the third round. So I've got more from that fight, getting the rounds in, getting the learning. Almost not taking the pressure because I want the stoppages, but taking that 100% right. It's done now, so let's just go as normal.
Yeah, exactly. I think a lot of people talk about the stats of boxing and the knockouts and the unbeaten, but like you say, now you don't have necessarily the 100% knockout ratio. Now you can just box, can't you?
That's it, 100%. Yeah, and I can't wait to just go in there nice and relaxed and get it done.
Something that I saw in the amateurs, but people, the more and more you have more professional fights, the more we'll learn about you. But obviously, you're a boxer. As much as people see heavyweight division and see the knockouts, it's the boxing, isn't it? Is that something that, again, you want to show more of, the actual boxing ability?
And that's what I mean. It's like, yeah, I knew that. That's what and I haven't shown it yet. And even with the 6th round, I'm almost trying to get him out there, which takes away from the boxing part. Like, don't get me wrong, he was running away very negative, but at the same time, if I've got someone trying to box my head off and it comes to a boxing match, I know I'm beating him.
The card, obviously, there's been 2 main events that have been cancelled. I mean, you're the fighter here. It must be great to have the card on. And at any point, did you think this card maybe wouldn't have gone ahead?
When I seen it, my heart sunk. I thought, oh no, but credit to Matchroom, credit to everyone for keeping it on, pushing forward and helping young fighters like me get the experience that they need.
At your point in your career now, what do you actually, in terms of what, let's say till December, obviously you turned over last year, you've obviously had quite a lot of fights in quick succession. Where do you want to be by the end of the year?
End 2026. Just more fights, more experience. Obviously, step up the levels in the fights and stuff. But go one fight at a time. Go at the pace that they're taking me, and I trust in the team, and we'll get there eventually.
I've got a question that's like really subjective, but I think it was Adeola Depot was talking about. It's like even when you was growing up, we're similar age. As we're growing up, you've got your AJs, your Furies, you had your 2 big names. It feels like now there's a lot more almost household names. Everyone knows Usyk, everyone knows Atang. Do you feel like boxing is almost like becoming more of a household sport now?
I'd definitely say so. It's getting out there. As much as everyone wants to criticise it with the older misfits and stuff like that. Not obviously now they're doing the pros, but the misfits before, a lot of people would criticise it, like your Jake Paul stuff. But as funny as it is, it brings a lot of eyes to the sport, and that's what it's done. I think boxing as a whole has gone up.
I know one of your biggest inspirations is Anthony Joshua. He's back. I imagine you saw the press. I mean, just looking at that fight, what do you expect, and what would you want for Anthony Joshua? Is it rounds? Is it an early knockout for confidence? What do you think would be the best outcome for Anthony Joshua?
I think anything to give him confidence, really. Like, if he can go in there and bang him out straight away, that's confidence, knowing that he's got it still. If he gets the rounds in by beating him and then stops him, confidence again. Just main thing to take away from it is confidence.
I haven't seen you since the Usyk Rico Verhoeven fight. Like I said, with an amateur pedigree like yours, and again, you've done the sparring with people like Dave and all these different names. How hard is it sparring someone that maybe isn't on your level in boxing ability? Like I say, Rico, I think the big thing there was how awkward he was. How hard actually is that?
It's really hard. Like, any boxer will admit it as well, because you don't know what's coming back. You don't know, they can feint and they might do something completely expected. They're doing something which boxing shouldn't do, but that's why it's throwing you off. So it's hard to adapt and get used to that style. Do you know what I mean?
And then just carrying on from that, I mean, we saw it happen with Francis Ngannou. I'm not a massive UFC fan or a kickboxing fan, so I didn't know much about Ngannou or Rico Verhoeven. And it looks like AJ kind of saw what Ngannou did with Fury, and obviously got the job done. With Rico now, do you think that's the same story, or do you think Rico's got the ability under Peter Fury to kind of cause a lot more damage in the heavyweight division?
I think he's good. I do think he's good, but yeah, and he can give a lot of problems to heavyweights. You know, at the top level, who knows? But like, he can definitely give problems to heavyweights.
Obviously, we know Anthony Joshua was originally scheduled to fight Rico Verhoeven. Johnny Nelson said that AJ kind of dodged a bullet, and that could have been a career ender. Do you think that Rico Verhoeven would have beat Anthony Joshua if that fight took place last week?
No. And I'm not even saying that as a fan. I think it's different styles, you know. Usyk's a boxer, he's going to outbox you, whereas I think he was getting hit quite a bit. But at the same time, if he gets hit by AJ, you know what I mean, who knows? But again, it's styles make fights, you never know anything in boxing.
Just before I let you go, I know your team Matchroom, so I don't want to stir the pot here. There's been a lot of back and forth between Eddie and Dana White. They have their first show in the UK. I mean, we know there's so many things with Zuffa that we don't really know. Are they going to do a league? Are they going to work with the governing bodies? More for you coming through as an amateur, just how important was the WBC, the IBF? When you look at those belts, for someone growing up as a kid that's watched boxing, how important are the traditional governing bodies to you and to other fighters that look up to them?
End of the day, that's like the history. That's the history of the sport. Every kid grows up with that green gold, like WBC, but like that's the dream, that's the pinnacle, and that's something I would want as well, and I wouldn't want that to be taken away from the sport.